Hello, I'm Sandy LeDoux from LeDoux Designs, and this is...
And I'm Dale LeDoux, and we're here bringing you the August release. Really excited about this. We have a cool comic book theme, heroes and villains, something I really enjoy because growing up, I collected comic books. So this is a really cool release that I'm excited for.
And I am going to show you all of the parts and pieces of the new release. So here we go. Okay, first we have our superheroes. These are our superheroes for this release. So the sentiments: wishing you a heroic birthday, thanks, it's your day to shine, zap, you're super in every way, you're amazing, you're my hero. And then there are some individual stamps included with that. So like the stars and the fire. And this is photopolymer. And this is our first stamp set. We have 2 stamp sets this month. So here is our villains. Okay, these are so cool. Aren't these cool? So this one has like a little cheetah girl and a ninja. I love the ninja. They say, happy birthday, another year wiser, braver, and more unstoppable. Cake, confetti, and a little bit of trouble. You're faster than a glue gun and twice as crafty. Warning, your birthday may cause uncontrollable fun. Those 2 words are separate. You are wickedly awesome. And boom and pow and some of the ninja weapons. And then also photopolymer. There's an additional set at the top, as there was a slight spelling error, grammar error right here. But your corrected stamp is up here. So know that it's already included in your set. So nothing to worry about. So these are our 2 releases. We have heroes and villains. And then next we have a set of ephemera, which has all of the characters and such in it, just like what I just showed you. Yep. And there are approximately 30 pieces in here. There are a few additional pieces that are not in the stamp sets. So this is like a little city scene that you can use. It's like a scene builder for building, you know, with your little images. They are all hand colored and then scanned and built the ephemera from it. So I have colored them. Here's these 2 girls. Each one is a little bit different, colored differently to give you some other ideas. And when applicable, I have reversed the direction of the images so they can fight together or be friends together, work together. So you'll definitely get a different mix of them. So same thing with these. Anytime it's applicable, they'll be swapped in the direction just to give you some variations of that. So these are really good quality. You can use them on your scrapbooks, on your cards, anything you want. There's also a miscellaneous bunch of the weapons and words, sentiments, and such, and you get the whole... You get all of this in each set. So it's quite a bit, and I just totally love this set. You can use it for so many things. So that's our ephemera. And then we have a brand new paper pack. So I've opened it up so you'll be able to see all of the designs within the paper pack. So this was designed by LeDoux Designs. It is called Comic Universe. There are 6x6 double-sided paper pack, 80 pound. There's 24 sheets and all made in the USA. This up here shows you what the fronts of the pages look like, and this shows you what the back looks like. So you can use them however you want, but there are 4 of each one of them. each one of these, and this is the back, so you could use 2 of these on the front and 2 of these on the back. So there's plenty of paper in there. It's not like you're gonna run out right away. But if you really like this, I have a feeling it's gonna go super fast. So keep that in mind when you order. Here is the page 1. This is the front, and this is the back. So you have so much complexity on these. This is like the little gym where the superheroes or villains work out and get ready for all of their tasks. Here is the back of this one. This is kind of like a little area where they're tracking all of the good and bad going on in the city. And this is the back of that one. This is like a villain's lair. And I really like this. It's kind of blue, so it almost looks like it could be oceany out there. So you could use this with lots of other things as well. And the back side of that one looks like this. They're super vibrant and very beautiful. This one is the cityscape with a lot of sky, so you can have your hero or villain flying. Here is the back. You can use this as little blurb areas to put sentiments. You can cut it up or you can leave it together. It's up to you, any way you want. Here is like a hero layer or a villain layer. It depends on what you see, but you can make your own scene with this. There's a little television. You could probably put a sentiment there. The back side of this one looks like this. And then they repeat. So those are the pages. There is one bonus page in the package. It is on the back of the cover sheet, and it looks like this. It's like a bridge kind of scene at night. That evening sky with the bridge giving you a little area. So none of the paper pack is wasted. You can even use the cover, the back of the cover. So no waste there. I love that. And now we're going to move on to our stencils. So I want to talk a little bit in depth about this because when you first look at it, you probably don't know what it does. It's called a skyline, so that helps a lot. There are 2 layers in here plus 2 masks, okay? It makes a scene like this. So the city, the lights, the double part shadow of the city, birds, clouds, sun, or moon, whichever way you want to look at it. And the stencil, actually, let me move this over so you can see that while I show you this. This is layer 1 of the stencil. So if I put this under, you'll be able to see it a little better on how it works. This is mine, so it's a little dirty because I already used it. So there oops, sorry. So I think I have this backwards. Dadgummit. Okay. So there we go. This one, this will be step 1. So you would color whatever color in solid that you wanted on this one. And then you take the stencil and you move it down and it will sit right in between those buildings. So it fits perfectly. If you set it up just right, you'll be able to cover every edge, so no white in between. You color in this one, and then you have your 2 layers here. Now, if you only wanted to do the first city, you have this mask right here that you can put over top of it and mask it so you can build your sky however you want. Okay, so that gives you a totally different way of using it. If you want to do the sky with this one, here is your mask. So you would put this over your buildings. It will cover both of them, except for these, which are your windows for these front buildings. So you can just color them in and then work on your sky. In the sky, we have a moon or a sun. In this case, I made it a sun, so it fits right here in between these buildings. So you can color that in. When you get ready to do your sky like this, there is also a mask in here. It's right here in this corner right here. Hopefully you can see that. It's right there. It's kind of that little half circle. And you can stick that in here and cover that up as well. It'll fit right snug there. I can't find mine. I somehow misplaced it. But you can put that there and then you can work on the sky. If you decide after you have the base sky in there that you want clouds, you can start putting the clouds around there, or birds, you know, whatever you want, but that's how you use the remainder of it. And then you get a whole scene. So the ideas are endless depending on, you know, what kind of scene you're wanting to build, day, night, how many buildings you want, just kind of up to you. So that is the skyline stencil. It's a 2-layer stencil. The next one is called Rising Stars. So it looks like this, also a 2-layer stencil. This one makes a multitude of different types of designs with this one. You'll notice right here that there's an area right there where there's a break in the circle. My copy that I'm going to show you was the first run and it doesn't have that in there. Some flimsy in there, so we decided to build up that layer right there so it wouldn't be flimsy when you work on it. So it also gives you the option to change the circle color versus all the rays. So I have built this one to show you. So you can either start with these rays, but I started with the stars. I just felt like it'd be easier because it's a lighter color. So you lay this one down, you color in the yellow stars, and then you pick up this layer and put this one on, and you can see how these pieces cover up your stars, and then you can color in the rest of it. Again, like I said, there'll be a space here so you can make that a different color if you want. There are some additional little extras on here, like lightning bolts and shooting stars, some different types of lightning bolts and such. And you can use those however you want. I just put them around my design so you could see what they look like. It was really just for your reference. And then this one has this centerpiece right here that almost looks like a firework or an explosion or whatever you want to imagine it as. I did it as fireworks. So basically all you have to do is just put this, I don't remember exactly how I lined it up when I did it, but it fits right over top of those in one direction or another, who knows. But it fits right over top of there. I did blue, blue, red, red, and then I wanted to fill in the center pieces, so I just used the little star that's up in this corner right here. And then you also have this little like explosion piece right there that I put around. So you can build that scene however you want, but I wanted you to be able to see what each design looks like for this one stencil. You get all of that stuff with this one stencil. So all of those items that I showed you, the 2 stamp sets, the paper pad, and the 2 stencils, and the ephemera are all in a bundle right now for a discounted price. These are the additional items that are being added to the site, but if you want them, you will have to add them to your cart separately. This is our second sentiment stencil. This one is called Happy Sentiments. You can kind of see what they look like, but I went ahead and made you one in color so you can really see. So you build the shadow with one layer of the stencil, and then you put in the letters with the other layer, and you can really use any colors that you want. So that's kind of the fun part, is that you can make them any color you want, and they can be double colored. So for example, I also made them in red and black. So, and then I just cut out around, I just fussy cut around them, or you could use a Brother Scan and Cut or whatever to cut them out. But you can build these over and over and over again. So that is also in the shop. Again, it's called Happy Sentiments. And then we have some new shaker mixes. We have a lot of shaker mixes in our shop, and I wanted to add a few more. So this one right here is the candy pop. It has some really cute little fancy happy faces and bright colors, and to me it looks like a bag of candy, so I called it candy pop. This one is happiness. Purple is my favorite color. I do like to wear black and pink as well, so I called it happiness. It's got flowers and happy faces and black and purple and all kinds of cool stuff in it. This one is called Rainbow Surprise. Surprise! There's rainbows in there, peace signs, flowers, all kinds of different little magical things in there. And that's why I called it Rainbow Surprise. It's rainbow colors with a big surprise of who knows what's in there. The next one is called Alphabet. I thought in light of school, this one would be super great. It has alphabets all over in there, along with stars and apples and all school related things. I thought those would be great for teacher cards, student cards, and such. So we have these 4 new shaker mixes in the shop. We also have 2 new resin dots. Now I wanted to point out that these are handmade here in our headquarters shop. This particular one is clear blue. There's no glitter in it. Most of our other resin dots had glitter, so we wanted to build a couple with no glitter. This one is the bubble gum. It's kind of a reddish pink, and it is also clear. See if I can get one by itself so you can kind of see, sort of clear. So this one is bubblegum resin dots, and this one is blue raspberry. So these are the 2 new resin dots. You get 90 of them in 3 sizes, 6mm, 5mm, and 3mm. So they should hit all your needs. There's quite a few of them, so that is really great. Now, moving on to our new 3D products. This right here is called our ink pad dock. So this is where you're going to dock the ink pad that you're going to use, and once you put it in there, it doesn't move around on the table because of the grip on the bottom. These are also made here at our headquarters, and there's a space for the 2 weighting colors that you want. So you have 1 in the tray and 2 in the holder behind it. This is really handy. I use mine all the time. I love that it doesn't move around the table. You could also put the lid in here if you prefer, and your brush or whatever you want. You just use your imagination on how you want to use it. It does fit the distress ink pads and the oxide pads, so just saying, and 4 little of the mini sets, so it's a little bit universal. This comes in the 4 colors. So we have the multicolor. If you haven't seen the multicolor, it looks like this. There's purple, pink, blue, green. It's very cool. This is one of our cards. Purple, pink, teal, and multicolor. Okay, so those are the 4 colors you can get this one in. Then we have, we have our bling tray, which we released last month. You can buy it as 1 or in a lot of 3. So 3 would look like this. So when we released it, it was open like this, and it's stackable. You can see the little grooves in here. So when you have it on your desk, it like interlocks in there, so you won't bump it and knock it over. I wanted to travel with it, so my husband made the cat, Dale, who you met earlier. He made the lid for this, and it is also gripped on there like that. So all you need is a hair tie around it, and you can shake it, throw it in your bag, take it with you wherever you go. Once you take this off, they're all still in the same spot. Nothing is mixed up. It's all exactly where it's supposed to be. These are all of our embellishments in the shop. Super cool. And look, even all the tiny ones stayed where they were supposed to. And this is all my extra ones. You can stack these as high as you want. It's up to you. You can just keep going in whatever color you want, however you want to do it. But now you can purchase the lid. So this is the lid for the bling tray lid. So you can mix the colors, choose whatever color. It also comes in those same 4 colors. So teal, pink, this purple, and this multicolor right here. This is the multicolor. You can see the shimmering of all the different color on the tray. I love it. It's my favorite. Does it come in black and white, honey?
No.
Just those 4 colors. Okay. So you can get the lids in those 4 colors. This is the multicolor lid. That one's mine. But we do have them. And this is the purple one. So that's the lid. And I have one more thing I want to tell you. We are now wholesalers for Barely Art glue. So you can get your brand new mini bottle of glue or your refill bottle in our shop. So we now have them available. This is my favorite glue. It's the only glue I use. So I needed the refill, and I'm sure you will too. It's an amazing glue. I love it. Now I'm going to sift through a few sample cards of the new release just to give you an idea of what they look like when you create with them. So this is using the paper pack and the cute little hero. The sentiments. Here he is again, except now he's in the city. And this is just like the new one, just like the new Happy Sentiments, but this is the one from last month called Simple Sentiments. So we actually have 2 of those word stencils in our shop. So check that out as well. This is our little dog superhero. And this is part of the sentiments and the paper pad. So it gives you a lot of options there. Here he is in the gym. These are the new dots. He's so cute. Isn't he cute? He looks like he should be out riding a motorcycle, I think. I don't know why I think that. I just do. Here is the ninja. And I cut the paper pieces in squares and rectangles so I could place them how I wanted them on the paper. So you definitely have that option as well. Here is my little cheetah girl with that amazing night sky background. And you can do it in any color. It's awesome. And here's this amazing girl with that super awesome star, rising star background. Here's the ninja with the firework or explosion part of that stencil, the rising stars. I also cut his hand and put the ninja star in his hand because I thought that was super cool. Here she is again with all the firework background. Again, used that same stencil. These little flames are part of the stamp set. I just added them underneath her. And I love that. If you want to see that a little bit up close, I just added some flames to her hand. And then the last card I have to show you is this girl right here. She's my cheetah girl. The party time is from the set. The paper pad is, and this is a shaker. These are some of the bling that we have in the shop. And I just made a shaker card out of this one. And I thought it would be so much fun with the shaker card. So all I have to do is quick recap, which is if you want the bundle, it is discounted right now in the shop. It is the 2 stamp sets, superheroes and supervillains. Then it's the ephemera pack, which I already have open. Sorry about that. Because it's mine and it's my sample one, and I opened it up to show you guys. And then the paper pad, which is right here. This is included in the bundle. The night sky stencil, skyline stencil, and the rising stars stencil. Those are all in the bundle. for $50. Right now it's discounted a little bit since it's bundled together. But if you want any of the other items, you have to pick them up one at a time. So hopefully you guys love this new release. It's definitely dear to Dale's heart. He is definitely a comic book kind of guy. He really liked that growing up. This brings him some nostalgia. So this is our new release. It's our second release ever with LeDoux Designs. We are a new shop and we'd love to have you as a customer. So you guys have a great day. Have a superhero day, or a supervillain if that's the way you roll. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Good night.